Hi there. I'm going to work on my little book here. And I have a page selected right here, this spread. I was thinking I'd like to do a little something to enhance this little stitching that I did. A little bit of instinctual stitching there. I'm always looking at how the pages look when they're lying against each other. I like that. And so now I want to do something on here. And I've been auditioning pieces. I like the way this looks. I can see some of that design through the material. And I kind of like the way it looks when the page is closed. You see a little pop of yellow there. And it goes well with this yellow. These yellows. So a little bit of continuity there in regard to using the yellow. But let's see, what else do we have? We have this goodness. That would be cool. And I have this little thread coming off here. A little bit of, just a little bit of distress fabric. And that looks pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. And let's see, you have a little bit of shoe there too, I guess. But I also have this goodness. I like this frayed edge. And I think I would hang it out like so. So you can see the frayed edge. And that kind of goes with the pinks. The blacks. And to tell the truth, this is a little, kind of a lot of planning for me because I usually just instinctively put stuff in my books without too much thinking, but I wanted to show you what the difference is between the colors, how they add to the book. This is just a clothing label. I can't stand the way they feel in my clothing, so I pull them out. I don't like clothing tags in my clothes. I don't like the way they feel. I'm that sensitive. Anyways, that's kind of cool. It brings out the black. There's some more black. And I like the way the words look too. Kind of echo this screen pattern a little bit. What if we did this though? And that kind of goes along with it too. So I'm trying to keep track of where my book is at so I don't go off camera. I also have this little goodie. I think I already showed that to you, yeah. So I'm trying to decide. Look at the contrast of the pink and this yellow rusty whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna make a command decision after I play with it for a little bit. It's the nature of the beast. Well, I'd say that's in the running, so I'm gonna put that here. I really like that gold. Yep. I think that's the one I want. As I'm turning the pages, I'm seeing it. I'm not sure I like this. I might have to fix that somehow. But now I get to decide what side I want to put it on. Do I want to put it on this side or that side? Would it really make a difference? It might. So I think I'm going to do this. Just to hold it in place, I'm going to staple it. And then I will start to gel that down. So, here we go. And as that's drying, trying to figure out where I want that. I'm going to grab a little bit of wax paper to put in there so I don't get my pages all sticking together. Do that. Do this. And just to make sure it sticks. And that when I squeeze it, all the gel will run out of it onto the plastic, the wax paper instead of the page underneath. There. So now I will hit it with the handy dandy heat gun. Yeah, so there's that. And so now I think I still want to use this, but like this. Maybe it would be better like this. I'm not sure. But for shiggles, I'm going to put it here. See how that works out. Still a little tacky here, so it's going to go like this. And now, maybe I'll continue to add some more goodness here. Now, I think I will put this here. I like this little fold. So I'm going to do it like this so it shows, I think. The beautiful thing about a piece of fabric that has got a loose weave to it is the gel medium will go right through it. But just to make sure it stays, I'm going to add it here first. Then I'm going to put just like so. So I like the way that pattern shows through. I like that a lot. And I'm just going to concern myself with making sure it's glued on in this one section, because I might want to do something different there anyway. And I have these leftover pieces of paper from another project I think I might want to use. What would happen if I just did this? Cattywampus. Better tear it right there where the fabric ends. Let's see, how did I have this? I don't know, but I kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rub my nail in the ditch there, make sure it sticks, and then add some gel medium there. And I'd probably say, well, you just covered up the hole underneath of this design. And, well, as you remember, I don't know if you remember, but I had taken all these pages that I made this book out of an experimental journal that I had for making marks with stencils, or like this screen from the window, a placemat. I just, you know, like to create marks and textures, and so this is okay to get, you know, to a lot of my work is just layers and layers of stuff. And right here, I really like this, and it still shows what's underneath. So I would continue to go on here with more goodness. Let's see. And maybe I like this here, so maybe I'll just do that like so. Let's give this a clean edge. Did you hear that sound effect? I don't know. What the heck? Let's do it. Oh, I used a lot of gel medium, didn't I? I got this thing about making sure stuff sticks. And yeah. So, let's see. What could I do there? I have this paper that I rusted. See if it'll stick on that excess stuff. And it's okay if they didn't get glued down properly, because I can just peel them off after, or bits of them. And I might get something else. So I'm building up the layers. Building them up. Letting some stuff show through, like say here. Maybe a different kind of sheer material right here would be good. See, I have this stuff, which could possibly be a good candidate. Wow, I really like that. So now I get to decide what piece to use. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, you know, it'd be cool. Yeah, that might be cool. What if I were to have that be a page? This is pretty crinkled up. Like that pop of blue. This is totally off the cuff, unplanned. I just had this idea. But for now, just to show you that I could put this here. But you know what? I really like the idea of that. So I think I'll do it. Maybe I like the blue better though. You got your gold on gold. I'm gonna close it like so. And I don't have my fabric cutting scissors here, but I think these will work. Usually use these for paper. Wow, that's not bad. I was able to cut that off. That's great. Now look at this. Wouldn't this be cool? So let's let this hang out. Let's continue on. Can't get too carried away going down the rabbit hole. Look at all this gold stuff. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I determined that this should go here. Let me get something to hold this here. That's where I want it. So that's where I'm going to try to get it to go. Now, I'm going to and this is just all in good fun. But once this dries, I'm pushing the medium towards the ditch there. Make sure it's gonna glue here. And I'm gonna press it just to make sure that I get a good solid connection. Put that wax paper on there to get it from sticking to each other. So there is that. Now maybe I want to leave it open, but you know what? I think I'm going to just go ahead and glue the whole thing down. I like the way it looks. So look at how many layers I've put in here. There was the original spread of what I had there before. Then I have all this other stuff that I applied. So we got layers. I love layers. I love texture. Okay, let me give that a little bit of heat. I'm keeping my dryer away from this section because this sort of material, if I would, you know, put this heat on here, it's gonna shrivel up a little. I'll give you an example. It shrivels. And I probably should be doing that with a mask on. But, oh well, I didn't do. So now, I've got this extra page. Once this is completely dry, I will pull this loose. I just don't want to do it right now because otherwise it's going to mess up this glue section here. So I'm going to put that there like that. Make sure it's all tucked in that ditch. And then I'm going to just close it like so and let it set. Thank you for watching my video. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so now. I appreciate your support. Stay tuned for episode 7.